Hello and welcome back to another edition of Smart Contact Crypto, where smart people contact crypto to learn about smart contracts and crypto. And if you like earning money in crypto, then you're just like everybody else watching on YouTube. So we come to you with videos at least once a week, increasingly more and more, but at least once a week. You can guarantee on us to be here to demystify the crypto world, but not just that, put it in context with the greater global situation that's going on and how crypto could really change society for the better. For the better. Now's the time that we make crypto for the better, not after the market cap is at $10 trillion, 20 trillion, whatever it may be. Okay, so let's dive in here. There's so much to talk about. As you know, we do 5 things an episode, and so really had to narrow it down today. But let's get kicking. First, we'll do the market watch. So I'm picking out 5 coins. Our beloved Luna, my favorite DeFi coin, one could say, has just been doing great. It is up 10% on the week, or 46% on the week. 10% on the day, and it is now trading at $74, so that's fantastic. ADA, one that I love very much, that's trading at 91 cents. I did pick up some ADA. I'll go into, at the end of the videos, always go into what I picked up. And then eGold, another one that I like very much, also known as Elron. Let's see, where is it on the list here? Number 43, it's at 146. Okay, still sold mine at 200, the local top, so happy about that. But we'll get in a little bit more to that in a minute. Now let's go into the two that really matter for the time being, and that is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin now trading at 39,000, which is a price resistance. So we're at price resistance now, most likely going to bounce back down. Then we have Ethereum 2799, so about 2800. That is both of those need to rise in dominance. That is so important. As much as I love Luna, and as much as, well, Luna's a little bit of a different case, but as much as I love all the altcoins just in general, I also understand Bitcoin has to rise first. Bitcoin dominance has to rise. Ethereum dominance has to rise. And then, because that's basically the crypto market. I mean, we're all wrapped up in crypto. We know all about the coins, all their potentials, all that they're doing, the importance of them. But Bitcoin and Ethereum, they've already proven it. And so we need to see those rise. So I'm loving seeing this, the Bitcoin dominance rise, the Ethereum dominance rise. And what the dominance means is that they're rising more than the other coins, which means Bitcoin is rising faster than the other coins, and then, like a rubber band, they all will follow afterwards. But you already know all about that. Now let's move on to my first point, which is going to be the price is turning around. Yay! We're seeing that famous saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. No. This is sell the rumor, buy the invasion. And, there's this industrial war complex, military-industrial complex. Whenever there's war, we spend money, capitalism. It's not a great routine. Definitely been headed off of a cliff eventually, but that's another topic for another day, and about the future, the way that their fiat currency cycles and et cetera, et cetera. But right now, we're just talking about how the price went up. How good is that? And of course, it's not great because there's and it's because of all the caveats I was just talking about in the long term, just financial sense, which a lot of people are like, oh, price goes up. But of course, all the suffering of the people that are involved in any of these conflicts, in addition to the reason the markets went off, in addition to all this, is we were looking for a reason. It's been going down for 3 months. We're entering a new quarter. So we were looking for a reason. The Bulls want to get back into the game here. They just need some kind of a reason. Okay, so that was point 1. Price turning around. Now let's get to point 2. And this is going to be the biggest one of the day. And so I'm going to do point 3 first, because I don't want to do the base one as point 2. So point 3, I'm going to talk about ADA, Cardano. So they had this Djed coin coming out, which is going to be a stable coin, and it's produced by or developed by Cody. And this is very important because it's going to greatly raise the total value locked in Cardano, which typically correlates with positive price action, because that means more stability within that ecosystem. Whenever there's a stable coin that people are putting money in, just ask Luna. Now, those are not the same. They're different. Tokenomics couldn't be more different, but stablecoin is very important in the economy of any cryptocurrency. And so let's move on from, and also I love, Charles Hodgkinson, he's so great. There was a video that came out, and it was, let's see, I have it right here. Let me refresh the page because okay. So there's the CEO of Cody. His name is Shahaf, and he recently, 5 days ago, came out and gave a breakdown of the Djed coin, the stable coin, all these updates that are coming along with it. And so I'm definitely bullish on ADA. It's in my top 5 favorite projects. I believe in it. I feel good when I have and hold ADA. I don't, and it's less volatile than most of the other cryptos. I mean, we've seen it depreciate for 3 or 4 months, but so that's not good. But we're not seeing crazy fluctuations every few weeks. So definitely bullish on Cardano from a financial big investor standpoint. I think they're going to be coming into it, as well as what they're doing in Africa. And so very excited to see this. Very bullish case for Cardano. And so now let me get into what's going on in Russia. And this is so important. I mean, I really can't emphasize. This is what this channel is about, what I'm about to talk about right here. Okay, because it's about crypto. This channel is about crypto and how crypto can bring, is our arguably only hope to bring people together. Now, it's just a crossroads of too many things. I mean, people care about money. So let's what's going on with Russia? So I've listened to Putin. I've watched his translated statements to his people. I have listened to a lot of Ukrainians, via NPR, as well as just other news outlets. I don't trust the mainstream media in any capacity, but I do listen. The Ukrainians are split based on what I understand. And who they dislike the most. Ukrainian ideals are going to be of the West. I mean, of freedom, of democracy. It sounds great. It's hard to win over people against democracy on paper. But there's been a lot of corruption. There's been a lot of turmoil. What has democracy brought them? And so those are going to be some of the things that they worry about. What Putin is saying is, I just want, the Ukrainian people, we're the Russian people, we're the Soviet people. We have the same history. We are the same people. And I love you. I want to give everything. We need you. We love you, Ukraine. We don't want the West to keep manipulating you and all the corruption. Just come with Russia and you'll make Russia better. We'll make you better. We're sorry of anything in the past. Very, very loving language coming from Vladimir Putin. And the Ukrainians, though, see him as a horrible bully who kills many of their people, seemingly without regard for them. But he's saying, I'm doing it because I love you and I want you. Look at the U.S. They don't accept you into NATO. How many times have they said they're going to? They're not here to protect you. And so the Ukrainians are upset with us for that. Why didn't you accept us into NATO? And so it's all very interesting. But here's the most here's another very important thing to keep in mind about Russia and Ukraine, which is and the USA. The reason that the USA is so involved in this, you're like, what? It's on the other side of the world. Why do we care so much? It's because we became the world police back after World War II, and then just grew, 100x. Talk about parabolic world police. That happened in after 9/11, and basically we said, hey, we're going to take care of everything. Just let us control it. We have more power than anybody else, all of you combined. So your people can spend your tax dollars on things to benefit your society and all of that. Take care of the people, create jobs. In the meantime, the USA will call the shots and we'll protect all of you and we'll take our tax, just we'll deal with it, And so, and we see where that's gotten us at this point. And let's a war is the worst thing that could happen for the U.S. I mean, if there was a war between, like, let's say America did send in, the United States did send in troops. I don't know who would win in that. I would say, like, maybe Al Qaeda and the Taliban, because Bin Laden won the war against the United States. Like, yeah, he died like a decade later, after 9/11, and so you could say that he lost in that way. But no, what was his goal? To destabilize the USA, to greatly weaken our stance across the world, and that's exactly what he did. He won, and it's because we had a Republican, George Bush at the time, as president, and yeah, he did just he was like, we're gonna cause a war everywhere, everywhere that we've wanted to. And so, yeah, sending in troops is not the way of democracy. If you ask, nobody wants a war. Nobody. If you ask the whole world, if you ask the United States, nobody wants a war. And because nobody wins in a war, and capitalism is the biggest loser in a war. Capitalism, like right now, it's basically this rush we're seeing in the market is basically capitalism saying, like, hey, don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. Like, there's the sticks and there's the carrots. You say you're going to raise interest rate hikes. Stick. We're going to destroy it. Don't mess with us, Biden. And then there's a war. And they're like, hey, don't forget the West. And so it's peace is very important for the markets. And so, yeah, there are these short term, things are going to happen, but we do not want a war. And let's go on to the point 4 here, which is that crypto could bring world peace. And some people are like, oh, ha, world peace. We all laugh about it. Crypto, are you kidding me? That's just this magic internet money that, a bunch of crypto bros are into. How's that going to bring world peace? You're such a crypto bro. But no. Again, like I was talking about earlier, it's so many things coming together from a political standpoint whenever you got Ukraine and Russia both agreeing on one thing, then, that's something. So Ukraine is something that the people agree with across the globe, because we're all sick of being taken advantage of by these powers at B that only take care of a few people and not 99% of us. That's the problem. You got to take care of more than 99%. Whenever they stop taking care of like the top 10%, that's when you knew things were going to go downhill. And so yeah, I just wanted it could bring world peace. Now I'm going to go into my final point here, which is basically the way crypto is in our political landscape. So yes, war can be bullish on the markets, but it always leads to an inevitable collapse. The right and the left agree. If you're talking about the 99%, we agree. The 99%, I would say, agree on like 75 to 80% of the issues. Those other 20% is all the corporate media talks about. The corporate media is not going to talk about, seriously talk about prescription costs and legalizing marijuana, things that like almost everyone agrees upon. They're going to talk about the few issues that we don't. So we need to stick together on crypto. We do not want Fox News to say Republicans support crypto. We do not want, CNN to say we are the party of crypto, or look at Ted Cruz. He likes crypto. We don't like crypto. This cannot be a political issue. It is not a partisan. It is a political issue. It's not a partisan issue. It is a 99% issue. This is what I like to call a Bernie Sanders issue. This is something that the people get control with. The people have ownership of, and it's something the powers at be are afraid of. And so there are two sides of the aisle, and that is the right and the left. I just believe that 99% of those people do not want a corporate puppet or a corporate puppet billionaire. So we all want privacy. And so, progressives on the left, along with the right, have been fighting for, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, privacy, self-ownership. These are all extremely important to all of us. And we know they're at threat with these major corporations, with these governments, and cryptocurrency is an out that can unite the people based on, dare I say it, human rights. And so that's extremely important. Whether you have somebody like Joe Biden, who has been in the establishment for a very long time with not a great track record of the things he's done for the people, nobody wants him. The left wants somebody for the people, like Bernie Sanders. The corporate rule on both sides had to shut down Bernie. So Bernie is where we're at right now. As the people's person, his statement on crypto, of course, is young people should be the people deciding emerging technologies. And the only way that we can make that happen is by getting big money out of politics. Who's with me? And so that's the Bernie idea. And that's who the crypto people are. Have that Bernie mentality, buck the system, stand for what's right, and eventually it's going to come around. What's right is right. Where right's going to win. It's how it works. And when I say right, I mean right versus wrong. And now let's talk about, and then there's also a big push on the right for populism. Now, sadly, for some reason, the right chose their hero to be a billionaire who was born a billionaire, who had 6 bankruptcies. He bankrupted 6 multi-million-dollar corporations, and he also caused all kinds of problems with Ukraine and Russia. Oh, Biden, you caused all the problems with Ukraine and Russia. No. And so it's a giant nightmare all the way around. Let's just face it, the previous president, Donald, was not a good president. He was how many Washington insiders did he get out? None. Basically, we found out a bunch of the people he brought in were criminals, and they got kicked out. They're in jail. Nobody really fought about it. They know they're criminals. And so it's a giant nightmare as far as the establishment's concerned. But don't kid yourself and say that the Donald was not he bucked the system. No, he didn't. He was the system. He just tried to make some personal deals for himself. He's the close friends with Hillary. I'm not convinced in any way that they were really against each other. And then we have, and so yeah, we got to stand up together. It's not going to be a corporate billionaire con artist that saves us, and it's not going to be a Joe Biden or a Hillary Clinton. It's going to be somebody who rose from the working class, who's been through this and wants to fight with us, and they're going to be the ones that understand crypto. They're going to be the ones that fight with us on crypto. So it's not just about finances, it's also about psychology, and it's about the humanity and about society. And cryptocurrency is going to be a lot bigger than just finance. I know all of you know that, but that's one thing I'm paying attention to on this channel, Zelda. And so now we're going to Got a little heated up there. I love you guys. I'm gonna close out here really quick now. So quick wrap up. This week I bought some Tonic, Phantom, Matic, Jasmine, E-Gold, and Crow. Um, I think they're all going to keep going up. And then we have, and I can go, I'll obviously go more into all of these coins later. These are plans we have for the show. We have amazing episodes planned involving content that we're going to do out on the street, involving content that we're going to go deep dives onto coins, in addition to putting what's going on in the political environment into perspective with cryptocurrency, not the other way around. I'm not going to come into cryptocurrency and say which is better for crypto. It's for me, it's not. I'm not a one voter issue, but I do think cryptocurrency is probably the most important issue, emerging issue of our time. And so it's huge. We don't want to mess it up. We want the right and the left to create the new framework for the next let's say at least 100 years, or 1,000 years, something like that. So thank you so much. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my beloved editor. So thank you so much. This is Smart Contact Crypto. My name is Jonathan. Have a great day.